We're asking questions tonight about FDA approval for one of the most severe viruses facing young children. The drug, Beyfortus, can be given as a single injection protecting children 2 and under from RSV. Joining me now is Cedarville University Associate Professor of Pharmacy Practice, Dr. Isaac Jenkins. Thank you so much for being with us here tonight. Let's start with this drug. Why is it so needed? Why could this be a game changer for these infants?
Well, RSV is a very challenging virus for us to deal with every season. Just this last year, we averaged somewhere between 2 to 3% of all children under the age of 1 being hospitalized for RSV. So it really does have a significant impact on that group. In particular, preterm infants are at a very, very high risk. And so this particular therapeutic, this monoclonal antibody, could really be a game changer as far as preventing the possibility of this creating worse disease in this patient population.
So as we look to maybe what the plan would be for these vaccinations, how often would children need to be vaccinated leading up to the age of 2 for the most effectiveness?
Well, to clarify, so this is not a vaccination. This is a monoclonal antibody. And one of the big differences that we see with that is that the effect is very temporary. So we expect it to last about 5 months after you would receive this as a child. And so what that really means is it's to get you through the worst part of the RSV season, which is usually in the fall every year. The virus has changed a lot. And so as those changes do occur, we do need new iterations of these monoclonal antibodies because they're designed for one specific variant that's in existence. And so this would be something that would potentially be seasonal, at least for children up till the age of 2.
So this is something that they could get each year before that season starts, or it can be dangerous for them. What could a case of RSV look like with this versus without? What are you seeing?
So the way this was studied is there were a few different trials looking at preterm infants, and what they were trying to prove is that this reduced lower respiratory tract infections, so things like bronchiolitis or pneumonia, and they saw somewhere between a 70 to 75% reduction in those two types of infections. So in that population, what that means is it's creating more upper respiratory cold-like symptoms that we would hope to see, and most children do see. And so with this product available for high risk individuals, we would hope it would take that burden of illness off of that group.
We're talking about the FDA approval, so with about 30 seconds left here, do we have a timeline maybe on when the drug would be available?
So at this point in time, we're actually expecting it to roll out just before the fall, which typically is our worst RSV season. That's when we usually see it. With that said, we're still waiting for further guidance about there's specific subgroups that we want to use this in versus others, and we should see more of that come forward in about August.
All right. Well, this is certainly a game changer for those kids. Dr. Zach Jenkins, Cedarville University Associate Professor of Pharmacy Practice, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.